A real estate client I recently reviewed had 3 LLCs, and they thought that his real estate was fully protected. Hold on, that's exactly what worried me because he had spent a good amount of money to set everything up, but he was relying on one type of entity to do 3 completely different jobs. Here's the problem. He wanted liability protection, ownership privacy, operational control, and he thought that one LLC could handle it all. No, in Dreamland, maybe. That's not how investors think. They don't just collect entities, they assign each one a job. Think about that because some structures are built for liability protection, while others are built for ownership privacy, and others are built for control. But when one entity tries to do everything, it often ends up doing nothing in particularly well. The wealthiest investors that I've worked with don't ask what's the best entity, they ask what's the best overall structure for their specific portfolio. Exactly, because sometimes you'll see there may be a trust involved, when other times you may see an LLC involved, and sometimes another entity serving a different purpose because each layer exists for a reason. This isn't about avoiding taxes because taxes don't just magically disappear and depreciation doesn't suddenly change now either. This is just about ownership structure. Because here's what I've learned. Average investors just buy properties, whereas wealth builders build system that protects those properties for decades to come. And that's a completely different mindset that I want you to have, my friend. Now, here's where things get interesting, because protecting your real estate is only half the equation. The next question is, how do you make that same property produce much larger, bigger tax deductions without buying a new one? That's one strategy that can move years of deductions into today, and most investors don't discover it until much later. Yep, you got it. We'll cover that in the next video. So follow me for more and sign up to my newsletter at islandbergcpa.com.